So I would like to listen to you. Could you please introduce yourself a little bit?
Okay, thank you, sir, for asking. My name is Ritik. I'm basically from Bihar, but currently living in Delhi. As far as my educational background is concerned, I'm graduate from Tilka Manji Bharpur University Bihar. When it comes to my hobbies are listening to music, singing song, reading books, and nowadays my new hobby is talking to lovely person like you, sir. And if you ask me, what do I do for a living? So I run my offline institute in Delhi. The,
Mhm.
the name of my offline institute is Margdarshan, and I also have a YouTube channel. The name of my YouTube channel is Margdarshan 808. And nowadays I am also uploading English conversational videos, and I also upload some English related content with my student what I teach in my class. So this is pretty much about me. So I would
Oh,
love to know about you, sir.
really, I'm glad to hear you. I'm very delighted. I came to know about you are a teacher of English and you are teaching offline as well. So after a few minutes later, I would like to ask a few questions regarding offline coachings. Before before this, I would be happy to introduce myself as well. So my name is Ali. I belong to Uttar Pradesh. When it comes to my profession, I'm working as an accountant. If I talk about my qualifications, so I'm graduate person. I did PG with computer. These days, I'm also working on my communication skills. So whenever I get free time, so I love to talk some co-learners, YouTuber, and sometimes same content I upload on my YouTube channel as well. Yeah, this is all about me in short. Yeah.
That's nice, sir.
Okay. So I want to know about your an institute. When did you start?
Yes, sir. Actually, I have been in the teaching profession for the last 10 years.
Oh,
But yeah, and I am basically a teacher of mathematics.
hmm.
I teach only competitive exam students like who are preparing for like government exams, SSC, banking, railways, and any
Hmm.
government exams. I teach them mathematics. But for the last 3 to 4 months, I also started teaching spoken English student because
Hmm.
in Delhi I am running my offline institute. So
Hmm.
academic student also come to study in my coaching
Hmm.
center. So
Hmm.
their parent told me, sir, you are teaching all the subjects to my children. So you should
Hmm.
also focus English because you are teaching all the subjects very well. So you should
Oh.
also teach them English because
Hmm.
nowadays, sir, every parent wants to enroll their parents in private school. And
Right.
all the subjects of private school are in English except
Hmm.
Hindi or Sanskrit. So they told me,
Right.
sir, you teach also English. And unintentionally, I started teaching them English. And they told me, sir, you are teaching English also very well.
Oh.
So they told their friends, sir is
Hmm.
also teaching English. So you should also join classes. So in this way,
Hmm.
most students also come to join my spoken English institute. And in this
Hmm.
way, I also started teaching. And nowadays, I am also very passionate about this language, sir.
Oh, that's.
For the last 3 to 4 months. So this is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
way
yeah.
I started.
Hmm. Really, it's very much good. And the thing is that most of teacher go through the one subject. Like they always, teach one subject, whichever they have more knowledge. Like you are a teacher of mathematics, but you teach many subjects, including English as well. So you are all rounder, I would say. So how did you get this level? Because already you are teaching mathematics, so you had to pay a lot of time for the mathematics. You had to prepare something. Maybe you have to teach 6th to 10th, maybe 12th, or whatever you were teaching, but you have to pay a lot of time for it. So when did you start learning English and how did you start speaking? Because it's little difficult to go through the many subjects, and grammar is something different part. But I want to know about the spoken journey. When did you start? How did you get this level? And what motivates you to go through this journey?
Okay, sir. Definitely, sir. Actually, uh, I am teaching competitive exam students. So, sir, there are 4 subjects like
Hmm.
mathematics, reasoning, English, and GS. So,
Hmm.
if I teach them mathematics, but I also teach them like reasoning, English, and GS. So I have to teach them English also, but
mm,
in the point of view of grammar.
mm,
So my English is not so bad. That's why I started teaching them English. And
mm-hmm,
when I started teaching, so nowadays I'm also practicing, and I also search a lot of contents how the teacher of English they teach in their classes, and I also
mm-hmm.
visited so many spoken English institute in Delhi, how they are
Okay.
teaching, how they are
Oh.
method of teaching, because I know all the concepts because I was teaching English, but grammar in terms of that grammar comes in the competitive exams. But
Mm,
I didn't have idea much about the speaking. In
mm,
speaking, what should I teach? But when I
right.
go through many institute and I take demo there, what are their teaching style, and I talked many English
Mm-hmm,
trainer who are teaching
mm.
in like Lakshmi Nagar and GTV Nagar in Delhi. So that
Okay.
time I realized, oh, they are teaching this type of like they're teaching tenses, models, passive voice,
Mm.
and some advanced structures. So
Mm,
that that I know very well. Nowadays I don't have any problem in teaching English. And nowadays I
mm-hmm.
just started teaching before last 3 to 4 months. So these days only basic students came in my institute.
Okay.
So this time I don't have any problem. And
Mm-hmm,
after some month, like 4 to 5 months, I also start teaching advanced English student. But nowadays I am only teaching basic
mm.
English student. So for the teaching of basic students, I don't have any problem because they are all are learner, they are all are beginners. So
Hmm.
that level is I have.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
can
can
teach them
understand.
well.
I can easily understand because when we cross the beginner level at that point of time, we are able to understand, make him understand to anyone. Because in beginning of stage, it's very difficult to speak English. We are not able to find out proper word, proper structure. So at that point of time, after crossing that level, we are able to make someone understand. We can correct someone. We can judge someone. We can tell someone how to ask question, how to speak, how to practice. So in this way we can go. So I want to know, as you are telling you are getting many age group uh, students, so what age groups students are you getting mostly?
Okay. Like I think 18 to 25, 18 to 25 between them.
Okay,
And
18 to
I also
25.
teach uh, school going students like who studies in 6th class, 7th class, 8th class, 9th class. Because
Okay.
academic students also come in my institute. And for the student class, there is a ma'am with ma'am. She teaches from 1 to 8, all
Hmm.
subjects. And I teach also 9th and 10th, all the subjects.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
70% of them from my institute, they also join spoken English classes because their parents said, you are teaching also English, so teach them English also. So I have
Hmm.
nowadays 3 separate batches for the
Hmm.
spoken English. I don't mix that student in subject classes. I have separate
Okay,
batches
okay.
for this because
Hmm.
if I teach them in subject basis, so they do not feel like spoken English environment. So I give
Hmm.
them proper environment and proper timing.
Hmm. This is the good way, I think, to teach someone. When we are going to mix something, it will be not good. When you are going to separate who wants to learn English, who want to enrich their communication skill, so they can more active and they can more intellectual while learning. So it's
Different.
good.
And I also teaching them, sir, in extra time. I don't
Hmm.
teach them in original timing. Means whatever the school timing is, I teach them like
Hmm.
3 p.m. So
Hmm.
at 3 p.m. nobody comes because in Delhi there are 2 shifts for the
Hmm.
those who go for government school. Like for the girls, there is
Hmm.
a morning shift, and for the boys there is a evening shift. So
Okay.
girls come for speaking in the evening and boys
Hmm.
come for the speaking in the morning because
Oh,
there are two
that's
shifts
that's good.
in Delhi.
And in this way, you are getting multiple, batches. You are getting multiple batches to teach, and you are gaining your experience,
Yes.
right?
And I
It's
also
perfect.
teaching my purpose is I am also improving, sir. Because
Yeah, yeah,
whenever
yeah.
I teach them, I also while teaching, I also learn a lot of things that I didn't know before teaching. Oh, what is the
Hmm.
difference between this and this? What is the difference between what is the right pronunciation of this word? So I
Absolutely, all
also
right.
learned a lot of things. That's why I didn't quit teaching English.
Right.
Nowadays I am continue.
Teaching profession is a profession that people learn whole life. When we are going to teach something, so we should go through the preparation. We should know something in the class. Sometimes what happens, someone going to ask something at that point. If we don't have proper knowledge for it, so we can go for analyze and research. So in this way, each passing day, we are getting something new. We are getting something new experience, something new knowledge, and it help us to go through the broader knowledge. That's good.
Definitely, sir.
So as you are teaching in Delhi, I am from village area and I know what is the condition of village students. They are not able to clarify in high school very much. They are not able to clarify tenses and model very much in 8th standard, ninth and 10th. So when they go for the coaching, when they go for school for study, go school for the study, so I think they do not get proper guidance or they do not get proper knowledge of English. So they are not able to clarify the things. So what about there in Delhi NCR? I want to know about the place you are teaching. How is the atmosphere of English and which types of students are you getting? All are the students is very weak. You have to focus more. You have to teach again and again, or whatever you are teaching, they can understand very much easily. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Definitely, it's a nice question, sir. And I'm going to answer in a very proper way.
Yeah.
Sir, if you talk about the students of Delhi, here
Hmm.
also two types of students. Most of the students who are from the private background means they go for the private school. Their
Hmm.
basics are clear. And most of the
Okay.
students came to me, sir, I want to learn English, but in terms of speaking,
Hmm.
because sometimes I also tried them to learn basic. So they told me,
Hmm.
sir, I know basic, I know tenses. Sir, you have to focus only skill. And whenever I give them test, they are able to
Hmm.
make grammar, but they have only problem in speaking. So they told
Hmm.
me, and they don't want to learn English from Hindi to English like वह खाता है वह जाता है.
Oh.
He doesn't want. He wants to
Okay.
learn English from English to English because his
Okay.
basic is clear.
Hmm.
So he or she came to my institute only for the practice. So you give them like topic self-introduction, my daily routine, my best friend, the importance of time, debate, group discussion, face-to-face classes, extemporary. Okay, for
Hmm.
they came here for this type of activity. They always
Hmm.
want to speak in English. Most of the students. But
Hmm.
on the other hand, who
Hmm.
is studying in government school, some
Hmm.
students have also basic is not good. They also come
Hmm.
for they want to learn, sir. My basic is not clear, so you should teach me from the basic like use of EJMR, use of Watchword, use of Selby will be. So, but these
Hmm.
type of students are very less. But most of the students are because sir, I'm giving you one example. I
Hmm.
also uploaded before 1 month. A
Okay.
girl named Sira. She studied only second standard.
Okay.
Second standard. And
Hmm.
her parent told me, sir, you have to talk to her only in English. If she will
Okay.
not understand, then you have to talk to her in English, only to
Uh,
indicate her. But you
Yeah.
have to, because her parent told me, her teacher told us, I will teach you, your children, all the things in English.
Hmm.
So she is only in second standard. And you
Hmm.
don't believe me, sir. I gave her my daily routine. That was 2 pages, only 2 pages,
Hmm.
both sided. And she
Hmm.
learned only in 1 day, 2 pages, whole pages. And
Okay.
she spoke among the classes. I have also uploaded her video on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
Only
Okay. I
she
will
is
try
in
to watch it.
second standard. And when she
Hmm.
come in my institute, when we start speaking classes, she also learn many questions from the seniors. What's your hobby? Who is close to your family? This type of
Okay.
question she asked. She only studied in second class. So you can realize the standard of here. That's why I'm giving you this example. And
Right.
nowadays, and the reason is that why we are behind and why the people of or why the student of Delhi more focus on it. Because sir, I am basically from Bihar, so I know very well why the people of there here and why the student of here focus. Because we are from Bihar, so sir, in our side, mostly focus they focus on only mathematics and science, but
Right.
and they focus on English, but in terms of grammar and in terms of translation, but they didn't focus on speaking. But here, if you come here, sir, in Delhi, most of the parents from his schooling days, they wants to teach they wants to learn their children to two things. First is computer and second is English. Because
English.
if you want to, so most of the student after getting 10th class, they can do job also. But if you talk about our area, there is no this type of any multinational company or any factory where a person can get job. But here after 10th you can get job and you can continue your study, because
Right.
some students also come to me in evening batches, because
Okay.
after completing 10th class, she or he is doing job and she is also doing their studies, because you know sir, there is open courses, yeah,
Open
open
course,
course,
distance learning. Yeah.
distance learning they are doing.
Hmm.
So this is the reason people of here mostly focus on English and computer, because if he or she knows, if I know English very well and computer, I will get definitely job anywhere, because in
Absolutely all
Delhi,
right.
anywhere, people ask you question, they take interview in English. So every parents wants, if he or she will not prepare for any government exams, any other exam, at least he or she able to do job in private. That's why people of here focusing more on English and computer. Two subjects are very famous.
Yeah, I can understand. Actually, they live there and they already know everything and they already looking everything. So they know what is the atmosphere of Delhi. If someone know best English language, if someone know in good way of computer, so easily they can start working. So the things they already know, that's the reason they are very curious to their children to teach him two things. And both are very important. Both can give a job. They can make someone personality something different. So that is that is the reason they want, I think.
Yeah,
So
this is the main reason, sir, because I am living here and I am from the village. So here, the people of Delhi, they want to more focus on private job. But we are from Bihar, UP, Haryana. We are more focused on government job. But the people of here, they
they
focus,
do
but they
not.
don't focus.
They don't
And
focus.
and sir, we prepare for the government exams like 2 to 3 years, 4 years until we didn't select. But people of
Right.
here, they fill the form, but they come for preparing for the government exams when the exams are only 3 months or 4 months are left. Sir, I came to your institute and I have to prepare for SSC exams or railway exams. So, but being a teacher, I can't say him or her, you can't success in 2 to 3 months. But because I am a teacher, I have to teach also them. But they
Right.
are not serious about their studies, especially in the government job. But they are, because they have already mindset, sir. If I will learn English and I will learn computer like basic tally, so they can easily get job. And
Absolutely
I
all right.
also know most of the people who are running computer institute, they also claim, if you do courses from my institute, I will provide you 100% placement. And there are so many multinational company and other works also. They
Right.
definitely get job here. Because most of the students from my students also gets doing job private. So they are not
Oh,
more focused on government job. That's why they
absolutely all
more
right.
focus on English. in terms of speaking. And I am living in Jangirpuri, sir. There are 10 to 15 spoken institute in only in Jangirpuri. And if you talk
Okay.
about the whole over Delhi, there are many spoken institute in Delhi.
I can understand because
And second is
Delhi
that, sir,
city.
I am talking about the normal person. And second, if I talk about the second people, they are originally from the Delhi. They are they are original from the Delhi. They want to settle another country. They want to go for higher studies for the another country. They also learn first speaking English and they do courses of IELTS. There are so many IELTS classes available in Mukherjee Nagar and GTB Nagar. So English is very important for the study purpose and those who wants to higher study and who want to settle another country. Because sir, when I used to live in village, nobody told me, sir, I have to settle in Australia, I have to settle in USA, Canada. But here, most of the many students come to me, sir, please learn me English, please teach me English because I have to go for Canada, I have to go for France. Mostly people told me, sir, that's why I am improving my English. So
I
there
can
are two things, for
understand.
the job purpose and for the study purpose.
Right,
That's
right, right,
why
right.
there is a
Absolutely
great
all right.
demand in English.
I
And
can
third
understand
reason
because
is that English English is nowadays very popular. So most there are so many teachers who are making career in only teaching English. They are earning
right, right, right.
so much money only teaching English nowadays.
Absolutely all right. They know the importance of English and in new modern era, okay, whatever the new generation is will come. So they will learn English. Already people know that they will learn English because in this era, a lot of competition available. If people do not able to speak English, they cannot access the job. They cannot go through the good and wonderful job. So already we know that if today we are going to teach someone, we are going to learn something. So in next generation, we can make someone life. We can change someone life. So it is important. And you are telling about the village. So this is very common fact. In the village, lot of people they burn midnight oil to get government job, but they do not get, and they don't have more options because in the village there is no more factories, there is no more companies, only most of them depend on agriculture. So that is the reason they only do agriculture work or they do preparation for the government. They don't have more option. But instead of this, if I talk about the city, in the city they do not focus on the government job because they know the importance of English and they already know how can I get the job, because they already know that the place I'm living here n numbers of opportunities available, and that opportunities will be fulfilled by using two things: computer and English. If someone has good knowledge of both of them, they can easily catch the job. That's the reason they are focusing. Their parents also more and more focus on their English. So it is fact. Absolutely all right. They hit the nail on the head direct to go through the private job. Right?
Definitely, sir. They have
Yeah.
already mindset in
Hmm.
their parents and students also. Because, sir, in my student, suppose we have 20 students, so 15 in which 15 are already said, I have to do private job and they are doing speaking English classes to in my institute and they are learning computer from the other institute, and their
Hmm.
ultimate goal is to, because in this class in spoken English I also, what's your goal? So that
Hmm.
he or she told me the goal of my life is to be a good job in MNC company. That's why I'm saying.
Hmm. Right, right, right. Different people have different dreams to go through the MNC and many companies. Okay, so I think it was very nice conversation with you, and you are really have a great thought. You are speaking well. You are trying to expose in right way. So this is good that I believe to you. Hope we are going to meet next time and we do some more conversation regarding. And this video is very helpful for everyone because you have explained many things. So it was good. Yeah,
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. And I also
yeah.
enjoyed a lot. It was nice conversation. Thank you very much for your precious time. Okay, sir. Bye bye.
Okay, it's my pleasure. Thank you. Bye bye.